Enterprise Insurance Company, established in 1936, is grateful to all of our servicemen, women, and their families for all their contributions and sacrifices in the defense of our nation and our freedoms. The aircraft being flown by the Geico Skytypers today are called North American SNJs and are the Navy version of the United States Army Air Force AT-6 aircraft. From behind you, coming over the monument, look overhead for the Geico Skytypers approaching in a challenging six-plane Delta formation. Formation flying is one of the first skills taught to military pilots. The complexity and scope of the maneuvers is increased as the proficiency at various levels is achieved. The six-ship formation not only demonstrates sharpened skill levels, but also is used to maintain control by the flight leader while flying through busy skies. Right over your shoulders and behind you, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Geico Skytypers. Smoke on now! Geico pilots come from military backgrounds, and many are now current or retired airline pilots with major U.S. airlines. Leading the flight is the boss, Larry Arkin, with his co-pilot, Steve Kapoor. Watch the Skytypers perform turning maneuvers in their Delta formation. These aircraft weigh about 5,500 pounds each with the R-1340. The Geico Skytypers are pleased to demonstrate the aircraft and some of its capabilities for you today. Notice the precision of the pilots as they constantly adjust to hold their position on the flight lead while maintaining only a few feet of wingtip clearance. This type of formation flying requires concentration and a high degree of flying skill that is developed and refined over many years. The flight lead will now release both outboard solo pilots in a further demonstration of the aircraft's maneuverability. Watch the solos as they turn their smoke on and then cross while pulling into each other's flight path, leaving only a few feet between them. No margin for error. After the aircraft cross, the solo pilots will return to show center and demonstrate their next maneuver, descending head-to-head engagement at a closure rate of over 320 miles per hour. Close a beam, the solos will pitch up and roll into each other, less than 50 feet apart. As the solos clear, watch for the rest of the formation and show center. The Geico Skytypers will demonstrate one of their signature formations, the line abreast. This formation is similar to the one that they use when typing messages across the sky. At the command from the leader, the Skytypers will execute a 90-degree right turn and change the formation into trail. They must regroup into a more effective formation to continue with the mission. One method to do that rejoin is for the lead aircraft to start a turn and then have the other aircraft add power and put their nose in front of the lead so that everyone can fly a shorter distance to the formation. And he's responsible for the direction and integrity of the entire flight. Each respective wingman maintains his position and always references the flight lead. Diamond wing pilots today are right wing, Ken Johansson, left wing, Rob Steele, and start position, Bob Johansson. Watch as they shoot. More American combat pilots trained in this single-engine tandem-seater than any other World War II trainer. The SNJ was designed in the late 1930s and flew with the armed forces well into the Korean War during the early 1950s, retiring as a Navy trainer in 1958. Aircraft arrive over a target area. After the two aircraft split up, the solo pilots will return to demonstrate their next maneuver, the opposing solo two-circle pass. This displays the aircraft's ability to an energy-sustaining tight radius turn. This maneuver also serves to illustrate what can happen if two enemy aircraft should become engaged in a no-advantage air-to-air encounter. For facts, the facts study the target area and determine the level of threat. Geico flight will roll in for a very high angle straight. This spiral attack as the Geico flight departs and rejoins into a defensive four-ship formation. Watch high above the target area again, as two aircraft are dispatched to assess the damage. They forward information to order another team. The two FAC aircraft are now inbound and are looking over the area for but change their heading and altitude to evade enemy fire. They will once again cross at 180 miles per hour and turn their smoke on. Here they are, and it looks like a heart and soul as they're drawing. Keep your eyes forward as the diamond formation, transformed into a challenging vertical diamond, attempts to fly through the center. In this vertical diamond, the references the wingmen use must change, as they now have to look almost straight up, referencing the lead aircraft. Now, if you look straight ahead, you'll see Skytyper number 5 demonstrating a low-altitude pop-up bombing attack to fly an unpredictable flight path, or jink, to complete his mission. Watch as 5 pops up to deliver his ordnance, while 6 maneuvers to shoot him down from behind. Skytyping. The boss will maneuver them into a special formation. Unlike the modern jets that have a lot of power and speed, the pilots of these vintage aircraft use other methods such as energy management, geometry, and timing to get back into formation. Today they demonstrate another one of their signature maneuvers as a special salute to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the fan pass. Aircraft overhead as they rejoin and then reverse to give you one more exciting photo opportunity across Show Center. These aircraft are operated most of the year in the New York metro area and are based right at Farmingdale, New York's Republic Airport. The men responsible for keeping these vintage aircraft in such fine shape are the Skytypers aircraft mechanics. NJs were made for carrier operation and became equipped with tail hooks. The aircraft was often referred to as the pilot maker. The Navy designation, the SNJ. The Army Air Force called it the AT-6. And the Royal Air Force and the Royal Canadian Air Force called it the Harvard. The aircraft led to the development of the North American P-51 missile. World War II aircraft in air shows to honor those who flew during the Second World War. Follow the Delta as they roll out and reverse direction. They'll come in low and fast. There you go. It's environmentally safe, by the way. Larry Arkin with Steve Kapoor pitching up. Number 2, Ken Johansson. Number 3, Rob Steo. Number 4, Bob Johansson. Number 5, Steve Salmers. And number 6, Tom Daly. Geico and the Geico Skytypers would like to thank all of you here at Jones Beach today for supporting the 2012 Bethpage New York Airshow and their great Departing in flights of 2, they'll head back to Republic Airport. The Geico Skytypers from right here on Long Island.